What if I told you some of the most powerful projectile launching devices in Canada don't burn a single grain of gunpowder? From realistic airsoft replicas to high-powered air rifles and even equipment designed for the wilderness, today's countdown separates internet myths from reality. Let's get started. But remember, seeing something online does not automatically mean it can legally be imported, carried, or used in Canada. 1. Airsoft gun. Airsoft guns normally fire lightweight plastic projectiles using compressed gas, springs, or electric gearboxes. Their biggest controversy is not raw power. It is realism. Some models reproduce the appearance and controls of real firearms so accurately that police or bystanders may not be able to identify them from a distance. That is why airsoft belongs in controlled environments with proper eye protection, responsible transportation, and organized rules. In Canada, classification can depend on the specific model, its performance, and how closely it resembles a real firearm. So yes, airsoft can be a legitimate sport, but it should never be treated like an ordinary toy. 2. BB gun. BB guns are often confused with airsoft, but they usually fire small metallic spheres instead of plastic projectiles. They may use springs, compressed air, or CO2. That metallic ammunition can ricochet from hard surfaces and cause serious injuries, especially to the eyes. Some models resemble traditional rifles, while others look like real handguns. Their legal classification in Canada depends on the characteristics of the specific model. The key point is simple. Using compressed gas instead of gunpowder does not make a BB gun harmless. 3. Pellet rifle. Pellet rifles fire shaped projectiles designed for better stability and accuracy than round BBs. Common systems include spring piston, gas piston, CO2, and pneumatic designs. From an engineering perspective, they're interesting because they launch a projectile through stored mechanical or air pressure rather than combustion. But the category is broad. Some pellet rifles are low-powered sporting devices, while others may meet Canadian legal definitions that place them under firearms regulation. The name on the box is not enough. The actual specifications determine how a model is treated. 4. PCP air rifle. PCP means pre-charged pneumatic. These rifles store compressed air inside a built-in reservoir, allowing several consistent releases without relying on a spring for every shot. They are popular in lawful precision shooting because of their consistency and reduced mechanical movement. But modern PCP rifles can be far more powerful than many people expect. Depending on performance and configuration, certain models may be regulated as firearms in Canada. So the phrase air rifle does not automatically mean low-powered or lightly regulated. 5. Paintball marker. Paintball markers launch paint-filled gelatin capsules using compressed CO2 or high-pressure air. They are designed for organized sport, where players use approved masks, controlled fields, and safety rules. Even though paintballs are made to break on impact, they can still cause serious injury without proper protection. Mechanical and electronic models exist, but both belong in controlled environments. Outside a field, displaying or discharging one can create public alarm, property damage, and legal consequences. In the right setting, it is sporting equipment. In the wrong one, it becomes a major problem. 6. Compound bow. Compound bows use cams, cables, and pulleys to create mechanical advantage. This reduces the force required to hold the bow near full draw, while still storing considerable energy. They are widely used in target archery and, where legally permitted, hunting. Their engineering is impressive, but they are still serious equipment capable of causing fatal injury. Canadian hunting rules vary by province and territory, so legal use depends on location, season, and activity. It is modern mechanical design applied to one of humanity's oldest technologies. 7. Recurve bow. The recurve bow uses curved limbs that store and release energy efficiently without pulleys. It is the type of bow used in Olympic archery. Modern versions may combine wood, fiberglass, aluminum, and carbon materials. Although simpler than a compound bow, precision recurve archery is highly technical and depends on consistency, posture, and controlled practice. It should be used at established ranges, or authorized locations. Simple design does not mean low risk. 8. Crossbow. A crossbow stores energy in bow-like limbs and holds the string mechanically until a trigger releases it. This makes it easier to aim without continuously holding the full draw force. Canadian law does not treat every crossbow the same way. Certain compact or one-handed designs may be prohibited, while other models may be lawful under specific conditions. Provincial hunting rules and municipal bylaws may also apply. That is why saying crossbows are legal in Canada is too broad. The exact design and intended activity matter. 9. Slingshot. Slingshots store energy in elastic bands and transfer it to a small projectile. Modern versions may use aluminum frames and synthetic materials, but the principle remains simple. That simplicity can be misleading. Projectiles may ricochet, damage property, or cause serious injuries. Local bylaws can also restrict the discharge of projectile launching devices. As with many objects on this list, lawful use in an authorized setting is very different from carrying or using one to threaten someone. 10. Tactical flashlight. A tactical flashlight is primarily a durable lighting tool. It may feature a reinforced body, weather resistance, and a powerful LED designed for outdoor work, emergencies, or professional use. The word tactical does not automatically make it a weapon. Its normal purpose is illumination. However, Canadian law can consider how an ordinary object is carried or used. A legal tool may become relevant to a weapons offense if someone intends to use it to injure, threaten, or intimidate another person. Context is everything. 11. Cubotin. A cubotin is a short, rigid handheld object often attached to a keyring. It is historically associated with control and self-defense training. Because it has no blade and launches nothing, some people assume it is automatically legal in every situation. That is not necessarily true. Canadian authorities may consider why it is being carried and how the person intends to use it. An everyday keychain is one thing. Carrying a rigid object specifically as a weapon may create a different legal situation. 12. Bear spray. Bear spray is designed for emergency encounters with aggressive wildlife. It contains capsaicin-related compounds and is intended for outdoor settings where bear encounters are reasonably possible. Its legal treatment depends heavily on purpose. A properly labeled animal deterrent used in a legitimate wilderness context is very different from carrying it in an urban area for use against people. Bear spray is not a loophole around Canadian weapons law. It is specialized wildlife safety equipment with a specific purpose. 13. Pepper spray. Pepper spray intended for use against people is generally considered a prohibited weapon in Canada. This is the critical difference between pepper spray and properly labeled animal deterrent spray. The containers may appear similar, but the intended target changes the legal classification. Products commonly marketed for civilian self-defense in other countries may be illegal to import or possess in Canada, and describing them as non-lethal does not make them harmless. The most important fact is simple. Pepper spray designed for use against humans is not an ordinary civilian self-defense product in Canada. These 13 devices prove that avoiding gunpowder does not automatically make something harmless, legal, or unregulated. Airsoft and paintball belong in controlled sporting environments. Air rifles may fall into different legal categories, depending on power and design. Bows and crossbows are serious sporting equipment. Flashlights are tools. Bear spray is for wildlife, and pepper spray intended for people is prohibited in Canada. Now here is the debate. Should realistic airsoft and BB guns be required to have permanent visible markings that distinguish them from real firearms? Would that improve public safety or interfere with responsible sport? Leave your argument in the comments. Hit like and subscribe. Because the most dangerous myth is not that these devices exist. It is believing that no gunpowder means no risk.